Alright, gentlemen, recording this video for a second time. I don't know how to be excited in a video. Alright, the first one I recorded, you can see my clock standing here this way because I was sitting here and recording a video. It's just too depressing video, the good stuff are happening and I'm not being happy. And I don't like the fact that I'm not being happy and I'm not being excited. You know, I sheesh. We're almost there. We're making it, gentlemen. We're almost there. Day 442, gentlemen. Trying to become a millionaire. And our hard work is kind of paying off, gentlemen. Our hard work is kind of paying off. Last 3 or 4 days, I applied for a lot of appointment settings slash sales slash coding jobs. And we receive in the moment May 27 or 28, if I'm right, maybe 29, 3 to 4 job offers so far, which has to get to next level, which is an interview. If I'm gonna pass the interview, then I'm gonna get the job. Okay, so not fully job offer, but kind of, hey, it's better than what do you call it, so yeah, just not the first stage of hiring process, whatever. All right, they don't want to really hire anybody. If I'm gonna get this job, which I got interviewed for just a minute ago, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be crazy. It's fully commission based. There is no fixed pay. There is no like hour pay. There is none of that. But I think I like this thing more. I'm gonna be honest, I think, I don't know why I just talked to this sweet lady, they kind of seem like they have, systems on place, the guy who I talked to, her like marketing guy, said I should reach out to like 100 people a day. So I was like, well, I mean, I had an agency, and I still have one, but when I was reaching out to people through Instagram, trying to close them on my agency and trying to make them client of my agency, reaching out to 100 only people a day was a classic. So you know what I mean, like it was like a common thing. All right. And so they're not like really want you to work until you're gonna like your nose is gonna bleed. They don't want you to work to this degree. Because some companies, as I said, like 3 or 4 companies give me their offers, right? And there's like one company which is a little crazy, wants you to work like 6 to 7 hours a day, $20 commission only, per closed client. And what else? $20 commission. There's like $200 fixed salary you get. But I don't think you're gonna make a lot of money out of this job, really. Okay, what I was saying, you know, stuff is happening. If we're gonna get this job, and even if we're not gonna get this job, I still have some time for today. It's almost, it's only like 7 p.m. right now, and I still have some like time to apply for more jobs. And actually, that's something I'm willing to do right now. I want to apply for some hotel, luxury jobs, as much as I can see. Find. And maybe even some more appointment setting jobs. Okay? I just don't know how to be excited about this thing, and it's kind of a weird feeling when you wait for something to happen for such a long period of time, because let's be honest, 3 or 4 days I quitted my day job here in Uzbekistan as a sales job because it was almost scamming people. And then after quitting that job, it's for a guy, I don't know, it's hard. It's wake up every day feeling like a loser. It's something hard to get through, because I just didn't know what I should do. I kind of have these offers. If I'm gonna apply for more jobs, then it's gonna be kind of weird. I will have more meetings and they're gonna like put up on top of each other, but it all worked out. I finally got my first interview today, And I was actually supposed to have 2 meetings today, so 2 appointment setting jobs, but light shut off and I got locked in a lift. So it's like a 7th floor building. You can see it in a 7th floor building. I was like, my mom asked to take something out of a car. Okay, there's a bunch of cars out there. So I took the bag from the car, got on the lift, was like on 3rd or 4th floor, light suddenly shut off. I got locked in and I got out of lift at, it was like 10 a.m. and I had a meeting at 9:30. And trust me, when I got out of lift, all I wanted to do is just almost nothing. Okay, I didn't want to do anything. It was so scary in this like black box, almost no air. Okay, and so I went out, and like 2 hours later, when it was like 12 p.m., I remember that I have a meeting. And yeah, but I have rescheduled this meeting for tomorrow 9 a.m. as well. So today we had one meeting, tomorrow we're having one meeting, and I probably will have one coding job interview as well today. So it's kind of rolling in, kind of coming down. I just don't feel, I just don't know what is wrong with me. I just don't feel kind of happy for some reason. Sometimes you watch an Instagram reel, you're hyped up, yeah, let's do it, we're gonna make it. It doesn't cost a lot of money to be rich, and really we have to only make $2,000 to $3,000. And if I'm gonna land this job just got interviewed for, they're hiring only one person. That's the thing, they're hiring only one person. If there would have been like 2 to 3 spots, I would have had a higher chances of landing this job actually. But I don't know why, but they're hiring only one person, only one appointment setter. So there is like a client, and there is like an agency, which is doing marketing for this client. And this agency kind of hired me from a Facebook group. So I kind of just went through first an agency guy and then like this client. So it was, a little juicy, it was a little juicy, hiring process. And, it's crazy. What I was saying, yeah, I don't want to watch Instagram to feel better. I want to actually work to feel better. It is what it is, gentlemen. Maybe when I'm gonna make money, I'm gonna feel a little different. Yeah, maybe it's good that I'm not feeling hyped up because I didn't actually land at the job yet. So, yeah, peace out.